G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this FIFA 23 Arsenal Career Mode series. This episode 41. Make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed. And make sure to watch the previous episodes to see how we got here. In the first game of today's episode, it's going to be in the FA Cup up against Brentford. Basically running my second team for this match just due to fitness reasons and the high amount of fixtures going on at the moment in this month. But it should be still good enough to get the job done, although I am a little bit worried because we haven't been playing the greatest as of late. But we start off strong here through Calvert-Lewin, who I think nutmegged the defender there to put us up 1-0 just under half an hour into this one. But the main event of this episode is going to be the Champions League match later on against Atletico Madrid, second leg, where we are currently down 3-1, I believe. So we're going to have to get a big result if we want to advance to the quarterfinals later on. But here, Brentford have a corner. We don't defend it particularly well, and they get it back here, and it's just a bit of a jammy ricochet type goal, and it just floats into the top corner. Not sure too much our keeper could have done about that one, but I haven't been loving our second choice keeper, who I signed as a free agent, I believe. And all of a sudden, early on the second half here, they take the lead through a well-worked goal there by Brentford. Defence, nowhere to really be seen there, and they've got us again on the counter here. They've got their man through. My guy doesn't have enough pace to get back. He chips us, but he chipped it too much and it goes to the roof of the net, so we escape so far. Still have a chance as we get it down and out wide to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe cuts inside, but he hits it straight at the keeper. Very unlike Smith Rowe there. He's been usually very good when he comes on for us. And Saka plays a decent ball, but it gets sniffed out. But we still have it. Jesus, who brought on Saka into Milinkovic-Savic, and I don't know how he hasn't scored there. Milinkovic-Savic has just whiffed one there. The keeper made a decent save, but he shouldn't be missing. And we go out of the FA Cup there. I believe that was round 5. We go down 2-1 to Brentford and out of the competition. Very disappointing. And we're going to have to hopefully get revenge against them if they are in the Premier League. I'm not actually sure if they're in the Premier League anymore, if they got relegated. But nevertheless, our next match is going to be back in the Premier League. You see some other results there. Man City beat Liverpool, Southampton advanced, and Bournemouth beat Leicester on penalties. So I guess that's actually the what's that? The quarterfinals? Oh no, there was more matches on the other side. There was another 4 more matches. What am I saying? But anyway, out of the FA Cup, pretty disappointing, but we weren't really worried about that competition. That's not our priority. What is a priority is the Champions League and the Premier League, as we're going to be matching up against West Ham here. We're currently first on the table still, but not by a lot. We're going to make a couple changes, I think, or are we just going to rock with our strong team here and hope they get the job done? Tierney recently back as well from his injury, so we get to see him a bit more now, and hopefully he stays healthy, because that's really the bad thing about Tierney. He can't stay healthy for long enough, and that's why I think we're moving him on in real life, as well as the fact that Zinchenko's been pretty amazing as well, making that left back spot his own. But here we are up against West Ham. We are at home, but it's not looking good as West Ham start off strong here. And they work it beautifully to Paqueta, and Paqueta puts them in the lead 1-0 there early on. We look to respond here through Saka. Saka hits one over the top to Jesus. What a ball. And Jesus with the finish. Oh, what a save by the keeper, by West Ham. But we're coming straight back at him. Saliba into Jesus. Jesus turns. Hits the crossbar this time. And we've been kept out again. This time by the woodwork. And West Ham, from that miss now, are looking to counter us. Traore. What can he find? The runners. They're blitzing forward. What a ball that is to, who's that? Valerie, I think. Just cuts it back beautifully, and Paqueta's got a brace in the first half, and he's put him up 2-0. West Ham are in total control at the moment as they come forward again here in the second half. But Dest gets it, but gives it away in a dangerous area, and Valerie makes it 3-0. This is just going from bad to worse for us. Late on in the game, no real chance for us to get anything out of this. Odegaard hits a shot, a nice Travella there. I think that's what you call that type of shot, to get a little consolation goal there from the captain, but not a good outing whatsoever. You see, we had a few more shots, but they had much more clinical type shots and finishes, as the XG was well in their favour, so they deservedly won that game. And all of a sudden, we've lost 2 on the trot now. And this is not the form we want heading into this massive game against Atletico Madrid. As you see there, down 3-1 on aggregate. But we are at home for this one, so we do feel like that increases our chances. But you see their team, they're pretty stacked as well, and it's always hard to score against Diego Simeone's team and their star man in goal, Oblak. But I would not back against this, is what I'm trying to say. Ødegaard gets it to Jude Bellingham here. Bellingham finds Tierney. Tierney shoots and Tierney scores. Tierney, the unlikely goal scorer. I mentioned him earlier in the episode. It's good to see him back. And now right on half-time, Ødegaard tries to whip one, but it goes out for the corner. And the ref's actually going to let us take this corner here. So with the last kick of the game, Jesus gets his head on it and makes it 2-0. And just like that, it's all tied up 3-3 on aggregate. And there's a whole half of football left to play. So it's still anyone's game. And basically from kickoff now, Ødegaard to Jude. Back to Ødegaard. Ødegaard's going to hit one with the outside of his foot. But Oblak tips it over the bar. What a save. Ødegaard gets it again here to Jesus, who looks like he's injured. But he gets it to Ødegaard again. And Oblak, I don't know what's happened there, but Ødegaard has scored to give us the lead with just under half an hour to play. But Madrid come forward now through Ramos. Ramos chips it, but Ramsdale dives out to make the save. Ødegaard again, the captain. He's been running the show in the midfield today. Gets it to Jude, but Oblak makes the save. Heading the ball around now. Saka manages to get possession of it. Saka finds Jude Bellingham. Bellingham shoots, but he just chips it straight to Oblak. But I don't think they're going to have enough time to get it forward. And Oblak, the whistle gets blown on him before he can even dispose of the ball. And there it is. We advance to the next round. I believe it'll be the quarterfinals as we make a great comeback there. You see, we dominated this game from start to finish. 15 shots to 4. 3-0 in the second leg, which makes it 4-3 on aggregate. And we advance to the next stage. A huge result. Because if we went out there, all we really had to play for was the Premier League, and that'd probably be it, because I'm not sure if I'm going to do another season after this one. But we advance, and I'm not sure who we're going to be playing yet. But we see there the injury to Jesus is luckily only a 5-day injury, so he's only really going to miss the one game. That's going to be this one against Leeds here. So Calvert-Lewin comes in, along with Zubamendi and a few other players. Wanted to rotate the squad after having that massive game a few days earlier. But yeah, a game against Leeds, we really need to win in the Premier League as well, because every point matters now. We're getting to the business end of the season, and our lead has dwindled. I feel like we were further in front earlier on in the season, but we have been running into trouble just due to injury and momentum. But Calvert-Lewin starts, and Calvert-Lewin scores. He's been quite a good pickup for us as a backup striker. I think he's been doing the job quite well. Eddie Nketiah, nothing against Nketiah at all, but I feel like he's going to be moved on in real life as well. But what a shot that is. I think that was that Milinkovic-Savic, or was that Zubamendi? It's Milinkovic-Savic. What a goal that was to make it 2-0 there. And Leeds now. Who's that? Memphis Depay playing for Leeds. I thought for sure that was offside there, but it's not. And Leeds halved the deficit, and they're looking to get back into this one as they come forward again through Rudder. I think it's Rudder, and I think he scored both goals for them. And just like that, it's tied up. Maybe it's not Rudder. Maybe that's his first name. Not sure. But only a few minutes left now. We look to take the lead again after giving away the 2-0 lead. Milinkovic-Savic again thumps it home into the roof of the net. And it's a late goal and should secure us the 3 points now. We tried to give it away. Leeds battled really hard, but we come up clutch there through Milinkovic-Savic, and we get the chocolates and all 3 points. But that'll just about do it for this episode, guys. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.